The proposed theme is My UJ, My Pride. And joining me in studio to discuss the initiative in more detail is the Director of Transformation at the University, Mpume Mkhize. Thank you so much for talking to us this morning. Now, Mpume, transformation is a huge issue, and we saw it especially during the Fees Must Fall movement. What would you say this particular initiative hopes to do for that particular struggle?
Well, as UJ, well, good morning.
Good morning.
As UJ, we have international students as well. So with the recent xenophobic attacks that we see throughout South Africa, it somehow concerns us. It also concerns our students. So what we're doing, we're having a silent walk. And the reason behind this silent walk is that a lot of victims have been silenced. And we're saying it's about time that people bring in their voices so that we can change the status quo and we can protect our international students and also those international employees that we have.
And talking about the silence, because it is quite concerning, not only for universities but outside as well, what are some of the things that if they do talk, these international students, what are some of the the experiences, the harrowing experiences that they experience, or even some remarks that they experience by nature of them being in a foreign country?
Well, we have one of our campuses is in Doornfontein, which is in the city. We have students that fear to even attend classes. We have students that are not writing their exams or their tests, assessments, because they are scared for their lives. So as much as it has not impacted directly to any of our students, but you will be scared to go to a city where you don't know or you're not sure if you'll go back home. So those are some of the issues that are surfacing from our students.
And one of them would then obviously also be on the issue of the curriculum. How are you then also hoping to bring about a transformation there as an institution to make sure that the inclusivity not only happens outside, but it also happens within, those lecture halls?
So as the university, we have also started a module that looks at an African leader. So it's an African insight. And this is a module that every first year would go through. Some of them have gone through that module. It brings in the African perspective for every student. So understand, for you to be a Pan-African student or a Pan-African leader, what is Africa made out of? So that's one of the modules. Some of the things that we bring to the fore, we try and have dialogues. We have dialogues around things that are happening in Africa. We unpack books that are written by our African writers. We also have projects on decolonization, where each faculty would look at how do I decolonize the modules that I teach or that I lecture to my students. So for example, if you are in architecture, how do I bring in that nice big building in Soweto instead of bringing in a building from the UK, so that you bring it home and you understand what surrounds you and you start appreciating what's around you.
Intriguing stuff. Apart from the silent walk, what else is on your agenda this month? Because of course it's Heritage Month, and I see that you're going with My UJ, My Pride. What's in store for us this month?
Well, we also have taken note of the recent deaths, so femicide. Yeah. So this walk seeks to address all those pockets of exclusions that we are seeing in our country. So we are going to be wearing black. Black, we are saying those that have been silenced through being victimized sexually or otherwise. We are saying let's bring in our voices. We're also saying people must wear their heritage clothing because we take pride into who we are. For us to
I hope you'll organize one for me.
You can come join us. So we take pride to who we are, and we're saying let's bring in our differences. If you're from Nigeria, come wearing your outfit. If you're from Zambia, if you're from South Africa, if you are Zulu, if you are Xhosa, come wearing that outfit so that we can show the world how inclusive we are in our institution. We also talk to the issues of gender-based violence because those are ongoing. So one would ask, why is UJ only having this walk on the 16th of September? We're saying GBV is continuous. It's not an event. So we have to show our support throughout and bring in those voices throughout the years, not to have an event and say, okay, now we've addressed this, we can move on to the next big event.
And of course, as you say, it's quite concerning because you look at the fact that there's safety on campuses that is becoming an issue now. And we've just seen the crime stats are not painting a good picture for gender-based violence. Yeah. Before I let you go, what would you say with the aim of integrating and transforming the students that UJ is doing to ensure the safety of those students that either live off campus and some of them that are inside?
Well, we also try and create safe zones. Safe zones are for all those people that do not feel safe, that do not feel included. So that is, for example, a student who's experienced sexual harassment of some sort. They know where to go if they've experienced that, and there they'll find someone who will navigate them through the process that they will follow. We also try and make sure that we educate our students, we educate our employees on what to happen. We have support from protection services, so we've increased protection services workforce. We have support from our psychology center, so all our students know where to go when, if ever they were to experience harassment in the institution.
Thank you so much for coming through and telling us what's in store for this month. I will hold you to my outfit. When I come through, I want my outfit. That is Mpume Mkhize, who is the director in the transformation unit at UJ.